Hello to all my friends. So I didn't have enough buttery cooking spray. I've used it a lot this month. So I think I need a little bit more in my, you know, in my, okay, so I think this is going to work now. I want to make sure, there's enough oil. You can use oil, you can use margarine, but I'm liking the buttery cooking spray because, you know what, if you don't have refrigeration, that's a bad thought. Okay, so I'm making half a batch. I have 1 cup flour, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, 2 teaspoons baking powder. I had 1 tablespoon buttery cooking spray. I think I put a little bit, but that's okay. And then instead of milk, I added a heaping teaspoon of coffee creamer. And another thing good, now you can buy these. I just realized why this is very important. They have big ones. This is French vanilla, but when I next buy them for the stockpile, they have big ones regular. Okay, so now in the last batch, it was 3/4 cup. Well, it was milk, but this time it's going to be water. I think this is going to work. We'll see. Oh, let's see. Okay, so that was a 1/2 cup. You never know. You have to be careful. Biscuits or pie crust. Yeah, I want another 1/4 cup. So it's 3/4 cup the last time, and I guess it's going to be 3/4, but you never know. Okay, so what I want to make is I want to make some tarts. I'm going to make those in a second. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Okay, so now what I have learned is when you're cooking on a grill, like when I made the biscuits, you want the heat kind of low. You don't want it too hot. So your stuff doesn't burn. So here's my only ingredients: flour, salt, sugar. Here's my apricots. I made cooked fruit. I just added water, and I had to add quite a bit of water, as I was going along. So okay, I'm gonna make the tarts first. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat my tarts out. I'm not gonna roll them. I'm just gonna pat them. And since I'm new to tarts, I'm gonna make small ones. I think it'd be easier to handle. So let's see. I'll get about just like enough for a small tart. Also, I want to make small donuts too to start, since I don't have much experience. I'm sure they're going to turn out okay, but just to make sure, I'm going to make small ones. And like if you have some tea, like how I made the 4 cups tea, and you have a tart or some donuts. So if you don't have money, just start out with a small container of flour. Okay, so I just want to pat them out. I don't want to get them I don't want to handle them too much. And I'm sure after I make these a couple times, like the person's grandmother who told, yeah, I think maybe using a spoon is better, because in any kind of dough, you don't want to get your dough too you don't want to handle it. It's going to taste better if you don't handle it too much. I have my heat on low here. The thing is, you don't want to be in a big hurry when you're cooking. You're cooking biscuits or bread. You don't want to be in a big fat hurry. It's going to turn out much better if you take your time. These are going to be some good little tarts, I can tell you already. Okay. I have mine a little bit sour. That's going to be good. I don't want to use all this. I just want to make a few tarts. And you can make this on a barbecue. And another thing I have learned a long time ago, your stuff does not have to be perfect. It really doesn't. Just, you know, make yourself a few tarts. So see, these are some pretty good sized tarts. I think I need a little bit more fruit here. You might think, oh, this is not going to turn out good. Oh yeah, it'll be good. Just pretend like, well, you know, here I have to patch my tart up. I need a little more drywall on this tart. The main thing is, you know, you can sit around and have a little coffee or tea and some tarts or, you know, like some toast. And then when I get done with this, I'm just going to sprinkle them with some sugar. And in the same pan, I'm going to make a few donuts. This just occurred to me today. Okay, so I need enough, you know, cooking spray. I don't want my stuff sticking. And the trick is, before you try to turn these, make sure, okay, so this is on low, and in the same pan, I want to make a few donuts. I like donut holes. And when these puff up, they're going to be pretty hefty. And you could make these in a cast iron skillet. Okay, you guys, I will be back with some peach tarts and some donuts.